wanted to speak to is, of course, Morningside Pool. And I saw Ms. Karen Cartwright at that podium a little while ago, and it was remarkable to see her with her litany and her checklist of specific items, and to see that there's other people in the city, other parks, that are having some of the same problems that I've been having, that we've been having in Morningside, specifically with Morningside Pool. Towards that end, the latest I'm getting back from the administration is that the city is concerned with sea level rise. And that's the current reason to not be moving forward with fixing the pool. Let me point out that the city already spent $66,000 and hired a consultant to look at Morningside Park specifically through the lens of sea level rise. And that consultant came back and said, here's what you do for sea level rise along the shoreline, and fix Morningside Pool. So it's already been done. Please do so. Lastly, while I'm here with the commission, with the city manager, I've asked for a personal appearance back on May 30th, so I can bring out the whole dog and pony show about fixing Morningside Pool. I've yet to be scheduled. Can you here today please confirm that I will have a personal appearance before this commission on the July 25th meeting?
I think you just had one.
No, I had 2 minutes. I've got a lot more to say than this.
We'll work together, Elvis. You have my word that I am committed to make sure that we have a public pool at Morningside Park that is on the waterfront. Whether we renovate the pool that exists or have to build new, I'm going to leave that to the experts who know best about how to build a pool on the water's edge with the sea level rise issues that we have. But I am dedicated to make sure that the pool will exist and continue to exist, and hopefully in its current location.
I'm very glad to hear that, Commissioner. Having said that, I have a right, as does every member of the public, to appear before this commission for a public appearance as per the City of Miami Charter, Section 233(4).
Yes.
And I'm requesting that be confirmed today, that I will appear before the July 25th agenda.
Yes, if your issue has not been addressed by the administration, you have the right to appear before this board to come to us.
They haven't addressed it. Is there no time limit on how long they can take to address it?
So your item is a long-standing item because it's a large capital project. So by addressing it, have they fixed the pool? You're right, they have not. Does that give you the right to come and speak for 5 minutes and show a bunch of presentation materials? I'm not so sure. I'd love to meet with you in my office and we'll put this together because I believe we have a plan. We need to make sure we get it right. We need to make sure the park is planned correctly. But I understand your concerns on the pool. What I've said on the record today is that I'm absolutely dedicated to making sure that we have a pool there as soon as possible, open to the public, and bring it back to even better than what it is and was, whether that's through renovation or a new pool. So we'll work together on a public appearance if that's necessary. Come meet with me first, and let's see if we can sort this out. And if we can't, let's bring it here.
Commissioner, thank you for that. Having heard all that, I would ask that I still have that public appearance on the 25th, and I would hope that at that public appearance, I will have the extreme pleasure of thanking you for having done the right thing.
All right, let's meet in my office today, and we'll work on this. All right.
You have my written request for that appearance. I would hope it is honored. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Vice Chairman, and then Mr. Reyes, you have...
Let me tell you the problem we have. Curtis Park. It's a pool that's been closed for over 4 years for the same reason. We can't find it, we don't have the funding, we gotta do the study, we have to do the analysis. And our kids use our parks in the summer, and if you wanna keep a kid out of trouble, make sure he goes to the parks, he goes to a swimming pool, because I did it when I was a kid. So I think we need to do something with our pool. We cannot have our pools and our park closed for so many summers. And I know we're working in Curtis Park and we're doing something in Curtis Park, but all these studies, how long is it taking? 4, 5 years. In other words, let me tell you, whoever gets elected in this position next year is going to be the best commissioner in the world because all the programs I started, they're going to be implemented next year.
Thank you, Vice Chairman. Commissioner Reyes.
Yes, I have spoken with also members of Morningside, and I have heard before I was elected about that pool. That was a long time ago that pool has been a problem. And I do agree that we need to fix that pool as soon as possible because it's not only served the people of Morningside, it serves also neighborhoods that they are to the west of Morningside, that we have children that they don't have a place to go. So I am totally in favor of expediting either you would rebuild it or we build a new one. I don't know which one it is. And excuse me for saying this, but I think that I have seen a lot of personal presentations here, the people that have requested, and they have been allowed. I don't see why we cannot provide, although this guy is a pain in the neck, but in the good sense of the word, I mean, he's always on top of things that happens in the community. But I think he deserves, and it is his right to come and address this commission and have a public appearance. You see, him and anybody else in this community that want to come before the commission has the right to do so. You see, it is not a privilege, it is a right.
Thank you.
Absolutely, and just for process, anyone can come speak to this commission. They have 2 minutes at every commission meeting to do a public appearance, to give yourself more time, make presentations and everything. There is a process. It's not just anyone anytime they want. And Mr. Cruz is prolific with his very lengthy, very in-depth, very thorough presentations, and I respect that. But I would like to have that presentation in my office as your district commissioner to try to address this issue first with our capital improvements department, with our parks department, and anyone from the management to actually solve this issue rather than hashing out a district issue and taking up probably 40 minutes of our time as a city. Let me see if I can solve your issue, because we have yet to do that, and I would like to do that. Commissioner Reyes, the funding that would have put that pool in faster restoration, I reallocated to your district for a pool in your district, and I'm very happy to have done so.
That was only $600,000
It's the planning money.
after you had received close to $9 million for parks. And I made it clear when you were, they were in my office, that you were receiving more than anybody else for your parks, while our parks in District 4 were not. And then out of your good heart, you came and you said $600,000, but it was not the allocation for the whole pool, sir. That's missing from my phone in the public.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. The funding that would have started the planning for this pool was reallocated to the pool in your district. We have many pools in each of our districts, and we're working together to make sure they all get done.
That is, and right now, right here, I would request the administration that out of all this, that you find any funds that are available, so we can start the process either of replacing or rebuilding that pool and every single pool in the city of Miami.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Cruz. Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning.